What's going on, YouTube? Coming at you real late in the week again. Getting tired of these Thursday shows. It's too late. Most people aren't watching for picks anymore. The game's already started. And unfortunately, as you can see, it's just me again. No All-Father. He's got a conflicting work schedule, and he's on call all week this week. Tried to push it off till Thursday again, hoping we could have him. But for the second week in a row, you just get me. I know how horrible that is, and might as well turn it off now. But, as usual, I do have the All-Father's picks, so he'll be here in spirit. Last Thanksgiving Day video, grades for that, not so hot. All-Father, 12-4. Me, 9-7. Fucking disaster. Terrible week, as any Pat fan knows. Just thinking about what I'm gonna say about that fucking game, and I think I'm just gonna go with nothing. I gotta put that one behind us and forget it ever fucking happened. Had the potential to be the game of the year, win or lose, but the refs didn't want it to be a very good one. They just wanted to hand it over to Denver. I feel kind of bad. You know, I hate Denver with all my heart now. If I just thinking of them, their name, their logo, it just enrages me now. And really, it's not their fault. They played a hell of a game, even though we're injured and it's practically our practice squad out there. They played us tough as hell. They came back from a 14-point deficit in the fourth quarter, and I want to say they earned it. They did play a hell of a game. It could have gone either way at the end, but the refs saw to it that it went the one way. And that's about all I have to say about that one. I usually don't like to blame the refs. I don't like when people blame the refs. It happens every week. Everyone thinks the refs fuck them. It's like the guys in prison. Everyone's innocent, so that one poor bastard who actually is innocent just gets laughed at when he says so. That's how I feel right now with these refs. It was absurd. Anyone who saw the game knows that. So I don't need to go into depth on that one. Just gonna do a quick pick this week again. Too lazy to timestamp, so I'm just gonna bang them all out quick. And we will begin with the game that's already in progress. Philly at Detroit. Never mind. Wrong fucking cards. That's not the right one. I misplaced my cards. I'll be right back. Alright. Let's see if we can get this, Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Wrong cards again. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. Now let's see if we got this right. These are the right week. Here we go. Tonight's game, Green Bay at Detroit. Now this is really bizarre. I never thought I'd be doing this, but I'm taking Detroit over the Pack. The All-Father's not yet lost faith in the Pack. He's gonna take them. We now then got New York Jets at New York Giants. This one's gonna be awesome. I love this dual MetLife team battle. It's gonna be close too. But after the Giants' performance last week, I don't know if they got what it takes to take the Jets, if they couldn't take the Skins. The All-Father and I agree, it's Jets. Next up, Arizona at St. Louis. We both got Arizona. Next, Atlanta at Tampa. I'm going with Tampa. The All-Father is still going with Atlanta. He doesn't realize yet. They're done. Put a fork in them. Atlanta's falling apart. 6-0 start, and now look at them. They're dying, I'm sorry to say. Next up, Carolina at New Orleans. God, I'd love to see Carolina fall. It fucking irks me to no end that they are still undefeated and the fucking Pats aren't. That's annoying. Hopefully they lose soon, but it won't be this week. We're both taking Carolina over New Orleans. Next up, Seattle at Minnesota. This will be a pretty awesome game, but we both got Seattle in this one. It was a tough decision, but in the end, we're both going to give the nod to Seattle. Next, we got Houston at Buffalo. This is going to be another good game that decides a lot for both teams' playoff hopes. I am going with Houston. They've been on a roll. They've beat some good teams, and they're finally becoming what we all thought they might be at the beginning of the season. So I take Houston. The Allfather is not sold. He thinks Rex is going to rebound. He's got Buffalo. Next up, Baltimore at Miami. Couple of shit teams going nowhere. And it's interesting to see who's worse. I think now that Flacco's out and Baltimore could barely scrape by Cleveland with a bit of a gift ending with that field goal return. But I think Miami will suck a little less. You know, if Baltimore can beat Miami with the team they have now in Baltimore, they need to totally rehaul Miami, do something to fix them, because they're at the bottom of the barrel now if they lose to Baltimore. I got Miami. The Allfather, as usual, has picked the Ravens. He's deep down, he's a Ravens fan. It's official. Next up, Cincy, Cleveland. Easy choice there. Cincy. Both got them. Next up, Jacksonville at Tennessee. This game they just played like a week or two ago. It was a pretty good game for a couple shit teams. And Jacksonville got the close win. I have them penned in to get that win again, but the Allfather believes in Mariota. He thinks Tennessee will take it. Next up, San Fran at Chicago. San Fran still blows. They're awful. But Chicago has shown some signs of life beating the pack. And I think they won last week. I forget who off the top of my head, but Chicago's looking pretty decent. And we're both going to go with them over San Fran. Next up, Denver at San Diego. Hate to say anything good about these guys, but they're going to beat San Diego. San Diego sucks. But let's not lose hope yet. San Diego has sucked in the past while Denver was rolling, and they're one of those divisional matchups where you can throw records out the window when they play. So maybe San Diego gets it done, but I doubt it, and so does the Allfather. We both have Denver. Next up, KC at Oakland. KC has been really rolling lately. They're picking up the pace. I don't know if it's going to do them any good. I forget where they are in the wild card race, but they're looking pretty good these days. While Oakland, who started pretty good, they look decent halfway through the season. They don't look that great anymore. We both got KC in that one. Next up, Philly at New England. If there was ever a game to rebound on after a bullshit loss, I'd say this is it. Taking on the absolutely struggling Eagles at home. We may have Amendola back for this one. He was ready to go, he claims, against Denver, and they sat him anyways. But should be an easy win. I'm going to take New England, and so is the Allfather. And we're hoping that the bullshit loss last week has really lit a fire under them. You know, that pressure of an undefeated season is off, and they're pissed off now. I think New England's really going to start rolling now, and it's essential we win out. If we lose another, we're tied with Denver for the home field playoffs, and they got the tiebreaker, so we can't lose another, at least until they do, so let's roll, Pats, come on. Next up, we got Indy at Pittsburgh. This is going to be a hell of a game. Split decision here. I think Indy's got enough to get it done. Hasselbeck, you know, next to Tom, he's one of the most successful old QBs. He's 39 and he's playing awesome. What can you say? I think they will have enough to take down Pitt. The Allfather disagrees. He's going to go with Pitt in that one. I think simply because they're at home. But I still think Indy takes it on the road. So I got Indy. He's got Pitt. Final game of the week, Monday night, Dallas at Washington. Washington is in first place of that division. If the playoffs started now, Washington is in. Who the hell would have thought that Washington would be leading that division here in week 13? It's insane. Dallas has obviously been struggling. I gotta base this pick on what both teams have been doing lately, and I'm going with Washington. Seems crazy, but I got Washington, and so does the Allfather. And that is it for this week's picks and predictions. Another kind of lame, quick show, just picking them. Allfather couldn't be here tonight, so I can't have the back and forth, and I'm barely ready to even talk about football after last week. I'm still fucking scarred. I'll be scarred for life from that game. I've never been angrier, I don't think. Even losing to the Giants in the undefeated season, that's still the most pain and anger I've ever been in over a football game, but this week against Denver came pretty close. I'd say I was even angrier about this week than I was when we lost the second Super Bowl to the Giants. It's just that sort of game, that sort of situation, that sort of fucked over by the refs, that it's that helpless feeling. You can't do shit about it. You can't get any recompense against the refs. They're the almighty. They do what they want. They fuck you in the ass, and you just have to say thank you. I can't even think about it. I couldn't even I was in a depression for the first 3 days after that one, having nightmares about the fucking game. I just take it way too seriously, but I can't stop, you know? Passionate fan, what can I say? But that is that. We'll see you guys hopefully on Tuesday next week. We're going to try to get the videos out a little earlier. Thursday's way too late. We keep getting it out after the Thursday night game even starts. So we got to get our shit together over here. But it is what it is. That's this week's video. And we will see you later.